Well, hi, Victor. Thanks for joining us today.
It's
We're very appreciative that you could come and join us, and we can kind of appreciate the partnership between United Way and Scotiabank. Could you kind of get into how Scotiabank kind of started their journey and your personal journey with United Way?
for sure. There certainly is a long history between the bank and United Way. I think in this area, it actually dates back to 1991,
Wow.
where we first had some campaigns together, but well rooted in our history as a
Yeah.
bank to give back. And United Way has played such an integral part of our communities and supporting in areas that needed most.
Hmm.
And that's been a great alignment with Scotiabank. Personally, it's actually a cool story. My very first management position in my career, my manager at the time gave me two documents to sign. Back then, we were still signing paper, and I had one was to sign here for your pension, so you'll never regret this. And the other one was sign here for your corporate donation to United
Hmm.
Way on our biweekly contribution. So I would say back then it wasn't even a choice. It was like, here you go, and then figured out. Community's always been important, but figured out there how much it is important as you move in your career. So that's as far back as it goes for me. I won't say the year because it'll age me, but it's a while ago.
Do you have any kind of big overleading highlights of relationships with United Way in the past year?
Uh, for me this year, it was really seeing a lot of the staff get engaged at community partners and United Way partners that were meaningful to them. So we're encouraging a lot of them to volunteer and get engaged that way. And so it really came alive. I think social media, including our own internal social media where we post what activities are going on, has really allowed this great engagement and pride of what they're working on, what community groups mean most to them, and then encourages others that maybe haven't thought of volunteering or talking about where they volunteer. So you get a little bit more engagement on that, and just to see organizations and community groups that we really hadn't heard of before being supported by our employees,
Mhm.
and just the benefits, so many benefits that come back through to us as an employer from encouraging that. I think one of our greatest examples was going out to volunteer as a team at the food bank in the sorting center, and having that opportunity to prepare and work and sort at the food bank was quite moving for the team to
Mhm.
realize it could be the person that they're working beside that's using the food bank. It could be their neighbor, one of their family members as well. So it really created a lot of dialogue, a good feeling to actually be out and spending time giving back with our personal time, which is often more valuable than dollars. And then the subsequent increase in dollars that came afterwards and food donations that came in afterwards because we realized how much need there is in London and area, and that we could make a difference in a small way.
Does Scotiabank kind of focus on any social issues specifically?
Through our Scotia Rise program that I mentioned and that $500 million commitment, a lot of that is to build economic resilience in our community. So lifting up, in particular, we're focused on raising awareness and providing opportunity through education, providing additional resources to newcomers as well, and feeling like they belong in the community. I think that really fits in so well with United Way's focus
Hmm.
and how United Way has evolved for the communities as well. And that's our commitment, coast to coast. And great that we're able to do that and provide that through different initiatives here in London and area.
So, what is Scotiabank's overall why for partnering with United Way?
Well, I think our culture, over 190 years now, has been all about community and giving back to the community. And so our why is just the great partnership and how much we align so much with United Way. Even our brand and colors
Hmm.
align. what we do in terms of lifting up communities, creating a more sustainable community in all areas, not just where we are today, but coast to coast. And so our why is really to continue that, and it has been since we started, again, over 190 years ago, and hopefully 190 more years after us.
Getting into the volunteering aspect, are there any incentives that Scotiabank offers to incentivize volunteering?
We do. We have a great program where employees are given $15 an hour back for any volunteer hours that they do, up to $1,000 a year. So it helps us encourage, and it shows the bank's commitment and investment in our communities, and also in what matters to each of us. So you and I may have different areas that we would like to support, and the bank is very supportive of that. They let us choose,
Mm-hmm.
and then they support it with that $15 contribution up to $1,000 a year. And so it really, really helps us engage the team, which has a spin-off benefit of building collaboration, building team amongst ourselves, where you're cheering each other on and encouraging volunteer work, and the bank is supporting you with money that goes right back to that community group or charity that you're supporting. And again, building some connections with people that I wouldn't normally get to meet. So those have always been big highlights for me. But some of the ability to work on boards and contribute at a different level with my time has been very fulfilling for me, not only from a personal perspective and the people that I've met that have continued to be friends to this day, and then just really knowing that I've had that chance and that ability to make a difference in my community has been something I wouldn't have had without the United Way.
So, what are the benefits of the internal employee relationships when it comes to running a campaign for United Way?
Yeah, I think as employers, we're always looking for ways to retain employees and keep them engaged. And I think giving back and volunteering is been proven time and time again that it's a great way to retain employees. It's a great way to keep them engaged and motivated. Really, in any role that I've been in with the bank and any market that I've worked in, there's always a lift when we have something tied to giving back. And what United Way does to encourage that just fits in perfectly. And again, from a business perspective, we're always wanting to retain employees and keep them engaged, have them motivated to grow with us. And if we can do that while still giving back to the community at the same time, I think it's a perfect fit.
Yeah, it's kind of like a two-way street, right? It's
Absolutely.
absolutely like a perfect dynamic between, business and corporate world and being able to give and make an impact in
You
your
got it.
community.
Well
So,
said.
specifically, why does Scotiabank choose to support changemakers?
I think it really gives us an opportunity to celebrate other businesses and other individuals in the community that are truly making a difference. They're again, whether it's through volunteer work or actual dollar donations, they're making a difference. And I think more of us, as those social needs grow, more of us are needed to do that. We need more volunteers. So it's just a perfect match. And celebrating along the way is a good thing, and being part of ChangeMakers allows us to be part of that celebration. And so I'm looking forward to seeing how everyone receives even the little bit different format this year on ChangeMakers that we're very excited about, and seeing how that helps generate some more activity, even socially, in social media, and I guess more success for the United Way.